Our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, manages resource mobilization and partnership for the remarkable UN Women, and she handles the multi-country offices in India, Bhutan, Maldives, and Sri Lanka. Please join me in welcoming Miss Nishita Satyam, sitting right there. Our second guest, or rather the host of this event, Mr. Gautam Hari Singhania, Chairman and Managing Director, Rahim Group, as we all know, is a visionary known for his immaculate foresight. Mr. Singhania has held the helm of Raymond and stirred its growth into the global highways. He has truly made an indelible mark in the business world with effortless innovation in textile manufacturing, fashion, lifestyle, and male grooming segment, offering end-to-end products to its customers. Apart from being a very successful entrepreneur, he has also made our country proud through his recent success in the Ferrari Challenge Europe Championship with a record 10 podiums and being the only Indian to do so. So it actually calls for the loudest round of applause, guys. Our next guest is a multi-talented superstar in the Hindi cinema. He is a talent dynamite packed in one soul. So be ready for this. He's a celebrated actor, director, producer, screenwriter, a lyricist, a playback singer, a television host. He does it all. A meticulous and thorough professional, he has markings of a fine human being. And in the spirit of promoting gender equality, he founded a compelling campaign called MARD, Men Against Rape and Discrimination, and has also been the UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Farhan Akhtar. The dais is ready, then who are we missing? The next person who I'm going to call on stage and on this dais is actually going to set the context and the tone for today's agenda, the very purpose for which we have gathered. Mr. Ashok Nambodri, Business Director at JK Helene Curtis Limited. He has over 2 decades of experience in the FMCG segment, having worked with giants like Unilever, Coke and Britannia. Here, he is responsible for building the strategic FMCG portfolio, spearheading the entire innovation campaign to drive exponential growth. I would like to call him the dais because he's going to give the presentation and set the context for all of you all. Mr. Ashok Nambodri.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today is a significant milestone for us in the journey of brand Park Avenue. We are going to announce the association of a brand of deodorants espousing a social cause along with MARD, Men Against Rape and Discrimination. In today's times, when hitherto taboo issues are now coming out into the open, gender equality and women's issues are becoming subjects of everyday conversation, we believe that this is a very opportune time for us to seize the moment and start a conversation amongst young men about the need for gender equality in today's society. I'm going to walk you through a very short presentation in order to set the context. But before I do that, I must state that I'm extremely humbled to share the platform with three dignitaries here. We have Nishtha Satyam from the United Nations Women's Organization. She is responsible for resource mobilization and influencing policy when it comes to gender issues and women's issues in society. We have Mr. Gautam Hari Singhania, our Chairman and Managing Director, Raymond Group. He is internally for us not just a business visionary, influencing and directing the shape of the business that we need to build over the next decade or so, but at the same time, a shining example for us, having taken India to world heights in the race, in the space of car rallies, motor rallying. He comes in fresh with 10 podium finishes in the Ferrari Challenge in Europe in the year 2015, and is really an example every day for us in terms of when you set your mind to something, you can really achieve what you set out to do. And last but not the least, Mr. Farhan Akhtar, as Ridhima said, actor, director, producer, and what we believe, a real catalyst for change. So it's really the coming together, not just of individuals with the same train of thought, but we really believe a momentous occasion where we can really make a difference to the society. Let me walk you through a couple of charts in terms of setting the context. It all started earlier this year when Mr. Farhan Akhtar came on board with Park Avenue as the brand ambassador for our range of deodorants. We looked at it as an association that had a lot of synergies in terms of the character of the brand, in terms of what the brand stood for, the values that Park Avenue stood for, and what Farhan Akhtar, in terms of the work that he has done so far, actually stood for. When we looked at it beyond the marketing association and we started getting to know the man better, we realized that he stands for much more than a celebrity when it comes to a marketing assignment. The kind of work that he has done actually inspired us to think of him as a catalyst for change. The kind of work that he has done with MARD, the kind of causes that he has upheld in the area of women's equality, gender equality, has actually led to this association actually forming shape. He stands for an association which is committed to spreading awareness about gender equality, and that we believe is something that the society needs, and we as a brand can actually contribute to that. Ladies and gentlemen, some quick facts before I talk about what we are actually going to roll out. We've bucketed these facts into three broad areas. Number one, if you look at the area of education and work, and here are some facts which, as we delved into the statistics available on the subject, actually startled us. Number one, if you look at it, 62 million girls worldwide are actually denied education today. 2, women with full-time jobs earn only 77% of what their male counterparts actually earn. And now that's a really startling fact that actually provoked us to think as to what we could do differently. The second bucket, social discrimination. Something that we've been talking about, something that the society is actually starting to talk about. Every year, 15 million girls under the age of 18 are married off. In India, women are still subject to a lot of social taboos. It's a great thing that conversation around these have just started, but there's still a long way to go. And the third and final bucket, a rather sad aspect of violence. Look at some of the facts there. 4 out of 5 victims of human trafficking are actually women. Over 30% of women globally face some incidents of violence against them. To me, the fact that actually made me kind of stand up in attention was the last one there, which is that the chances of a woman actually facing death is far higher than road accidents or any of the other instances that one can think about. And that really told us that we need to really make a change, step up and make a difference. And that laid the bedrock for the association that we are talking about. What we as a brand Park Avenue believe in, we've always been the foremost when it comes to men's grooming in India. We believe we must propagate the idea of good value systems amongst young men, values that they must imbibe as they grow up. And it's in line with the philosophy of the Raymond Group, where we draw our legacy and heritage from in terms of contributing to the society in a significant manner. Hence the idea of pledging our support to MARD. How do we do it? There are two areas that we are talking about. Number one, today we are assembled here to announce the launch of a new range of deodorants under the ambit of Park Avenue. Two, in terms of resources, we are saying that we are going to commit and pledge a significant amount of the profits that accrue from this new range of deodorants to the social cause that MARD and their association with UN Women actually talk about. It's not enough to actually commit resources and say these are the action plans that we're going to talk about. Equally important it is to start communicating, starting conversations, and starting to have society talking about some of these issues to make constructive change. And that's where Park Avenue, the brand, and MARD will engage in spreading the message of gender equality at various platforms. And what better platforms than music concerts, where there is tremendous synergy with what both the organizations stand for, Campus Connects, and we are also talking about launching a very significant digital campaign online to spread the message of gender equality. That, ladies and gentlemen, sums up the context for what we are here today. It's time to witness the new line. This is inspired by the idea of oneness. It's inspired by the idea of equality. Gender equality is something that we espouse and we will continue to campaign for as we build the brand going forward. Ridhima, over to you for taking the agenda forward and unveiling the range of deodorants.
Thank you so much, sir, for exposing us to such a unique and novel value proposition, which I'm sure will work towards gender equality. May I now request all the dignitaries to unveil the new set of Park Avenue One deodorant. That was one stunning piece of a deodorant pack. So after this unveiling, I request all the dignitaries to share some thoughts on today's agenda on this context. Whenever your mics are there.
So this is, I think, actually the ladies' first movement. So, it's when you come to events like these that you actually feel, of all things, the time for gender equality has come. And I'm so delighted to be here, and I'm so delighted that Park Avenue is moving away from what the rest of the market is doing and is looking at gender equality as one of the main values to be associated with the brand, and it actually is a stunning pack. I definitely want to congratulate the team of Park Avenue and, of course, Farhan, who we are delighted to have as our regional goodwill ambassador. And we are very proud, Farhan, of the work that you've been doing. Your voice has mattered. And I must tell you that since we've got you on board, we receive emails from the remotest of towns saying, what is it that men can do for us? And there's a larger change that's happening in this country, which is men coming on board as advocates and champions of gender equality, and that is what we have missed so far. I definitely want to take this opportunity to talk about a He for She campaign that is very, very close and probably is the other side of the coin to Mirth, that seeks to mobilize one half of humanity in support of the other, which is what I think this brand is about, and I'm so delighted again to be here, and I really hope that this partnership will blossom and will lead to the conversion of many men as gender equality champions. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. It really is an amazing day. You know, I want to thank Gautam personally, of course. I want to thank Team Park Avenue. We started off just really as a brand association, like Ashok mentioned a little while ago. And for it to move to this level 2 of an association, of a relationship, and of sharing of a common belief that there needs to be a change in society, and all of us as people who inhabit civil society are equally as responsible in making sure that we get there together. So it feels great to be here. You know, MARD was an idea that really was an emotional response to what was going on around us about 2.5, 3 years ago. And to see where it has come, and to see people who felt the same way and now are finding methods and manners in which they can kind of contribute, share their concern, show their concern, and contribute to causes, and contribute to raising funds, raising awareness with the UN Women, who are doing some amazing work in India as well. You know, it makes me very, very proud to be associated with all these people. It encourages me to keep walking this path, you know, to do more and more. And I really would request everyone here, you know, to really figure it out in their own way, you know, what it is that they can do, how they can contribute, because it is very, very important. And it is truly is, I think, the biggest challenge that faces the world today is how do we make it a safe place, and how do we make it a place where there's equal opportunity and equal access to education, to health, to various things for both genders. So that's really why I'm here. Thank you very, very much. Thank you again, Gautam. This is truly amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Farhan. Thank you for your kind words. On behalf of Raymond, I'd just like to say that Raymond is a group that's always been associated with social causes. I don't think many of you know, but one of the biggest social causes we have probably the largest NGO in India that does upliftment of the poor, with a large cattle upgradation program, and with 5,200 doctors that work there. And what we actually do is we go from village to village. We cover 80,000 villages a year. And we go from village to village and upgrade the cattle, Indian cattle that gave 4 liters of milk to 20 liters of milk a day. And that actually does economic development at the grassroots level. Gender equality is very important. I think giving equal opportunity to everybody is very important. And the second social project that we do on a very large scale is education. We had the first school in Thana, and it's interesting that an old Singhania family member died 50 years ago, and from the insurance money, the family didn't keep it but gave it towards starting the school. It's the largest school, nominated as the #1 school in India today, with almost 6,500 children in the school. We've then rolled out a second and a third school. Today, as a group, we educate 10,000 children. And I think these people, coming from an underprivileged class, that can go up and become doctors or engineers, is development of India. My personal target is to educate 100,000 children a year. And I think that'll be a very proud day for me when I'm able to achieve that. On behalf of the group, I'd like to say that we're very grateful to Farhan, and we're happy that we've come together on a social initiative. I think as good corporates, we get a lot from this world, and we must give back in our own way. And I think this initiative will go a long way. I just told Farhan, I just saw the presentation, and he said he wants to do music concerts and things. I've offered our facilities at Thana, and I've said that, you know, if you want to do a music concert there, our infrastructure is fully available. at no cost. So if you do something there, we can jointly do it and give the proceeds to MARD for a cause and for the UN Women. And anything that the group can do to help society, we're always there for that. Thank you very much.
A big thank you to all three of you for sharing your novel thoughts on endorsing this cause. And also, these are the conversations which later become big action and make a significant dent and impact for the society. So thank you so much for that. The forum is now open for a quick round of Q&A. May I just please remind you all that keep the discussion aligned to today's theme, that is MARD association with the Park Avenue deodorant. Over to you all.
Farhan, good afternoon. It's really good to see you on a second day on the same location. Tell us, are you where you're more busy in, endorsing social cause, becoming a part of brand, where you're more busy, or in films?
I think there's enough space within a person's life to be able to do many things. So I'm doing everything that I feel is important for me to do. I'm feeling like I'm doing things that I feel very passionate about. And this cause is something that I have been very passionate about. It's been a long time that I've really been at it. It's been tremendously focused initially on raising awareness. So this is the next step where, along with UN Women, we can now put things more into action. The awareness will, of course, always continue because it is important as well. But how do you also action it now, and how do you make a difference on the ground where sometimes it really, really matters? So that's really where we are at right now. But I'm passionate about all these things. So when you really enjoy doing something, and when there is something for you to contribute, no matter how many hours in the day, you'll always find the time to be able to do it.
Okay, as Gautam said, there'll be a live show. Your music live concert will be going to happen somewhere in Thana. Don't you think there's more need in the rural areas of India, for example, North India?
Well, we've been traveling. We've done over, I would say, about 65 or 70 concerts now. And they've not only been in Thana. We've been to many places all over India. And the focus really has been to speak to college students. The thing is, we go to college students, they're young boys, young girls. They are people who are going to be opinion makers tomorrow. They're going to be leaders in their field tomorrow. And it's really important that the messaging and the signals of what kind of society it is that they want for themselves, and then eventually for generations that are going to follow them, that they need to be responsible, not say it's not our problem and we'll deal with it when we grow up and we have to, take it on head on when it's an issue. You might as well start thinking about it now, so you create that society as you progress. So we have been doing that, so it's not that doesn't happen.
फरहान सर, रितेश हियर फ्रॉम ईटीवी. मेरा सवाल नहीं है, बस मैं आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगा कि मर्द का जो एंथम है उसकी 2-4 लाइनें आप गुनगुना के सुना दें हमें.
मर्द की एंथम मैं आपको गुनगुना के सुना दूँ? जो भी है सर, मैं इस वक्त गुनगुनाऊंगा नहीं. मैं आपको मर्द का जो चार्टर है, उसका जो पोएम है, वो सुना दूंगा अगर आप चाहें. जिसकी आंखों में है जगमगाती हुई जैसे गहरी शराफत की एक रोशनी, जिसके अंदाज में एक तहजीब है, जिसके लहजे में नरमी है, शब्दों में तमीज़ है, जिसके दिल में भी और जिसकी बातों में भी औरत के वास्ते पूरी इज्जत भी है, पूरा आदर भी है, जिसको औरत के जीवन का तन मन का सम्मान है, औरत के आत्मसम्मान का जिसको हर एक पल ध्यान है. औरत इंसान है जिसमें अपनी भी पहचान है, जिसमें हिम्मत भी है, जिसमें शक्ति भी है, जिसमें गौरव है, आत्मविश्वास है. जो अगर साथ है, जो अगर पास है, उसके होने से औरत को अपनी सुरक्षा का एहसास है. जो औरत का एक सच्चा साथी है, एक दोस्त है, एक हमदर्द है, सच तो ये है, वही मर्द है.
Hi, Mr. Singhania, my name is Alok. I'm from OAFM and Ask the Group. मेरा सवाल है किस तरीके से आप मर्द के साथ इसको आगे बढ़ाने वाले हैं, क्योंकि कॉन्सर्ट्स का भी जिक्र किया अभी आपने कि विद फरहान सर.
मैंने अभी खाली स्क्रीन पे देखा ये कॉन्सर्ट्स का थॉट, तो मैंने इन्हें कहा कि जिस तरह से हम उनको सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं, जैसे कि हमारे पास इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है थाना में, इसलिए हमने थाना का सजेशन दिया. 60-70 कॉन्सर्ट तो अभी तक हो चुके हैं. थाना भी एक बड़ी जगह है. या हमारे स्कूल के थ्रू कुछ एक सोचने की बात है. ये स्क्रीन पे देख करके एक आइडिया है मेरे दिमाग में. तो आगे क्या होगा मालूम नहीं, बट एक इंटेंशन है कि सोसाइटी से जो हम लेते हैं हमको देना भी चाहिए, ये एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है। और रेमंड ग्रुप में ये एक पिलर है कि हम हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ करेंगे। वो जैसे कि स्कूल है, एक किया, दूसरा किया, तीसरा, इसमें रेस्ट नहीं करना है। आज 10,000 स्टूडेंट हैं, मेरा विजन 1 लाख स्टूडेंट का है। हम समझते हैं कि अगर हम लोगों को ग्रासरूट पे एजुकेट करें, इससे इकोनॉमिक बेनिफिट आता है। आज ये जो एनजीओ हम लोग किए हैं जिसमें डॉक्टर्स हैं, जो कैटल अपग्रेडेशन होता है, अभी वी आर जस्ट डूइंग अनदर प्रोजेक्ट इन राजस्थान विच विल फर्दर इन्हेंस व्हाट वी आर डूइंग। आज 3 मिलियन काफ पैदा हो चुकी हैं, तो मैंने 3 मिलियन फैमिली की प्रगति हुई है। उनको जो 4 लीटर दूध मिलता था रोज का, आज उनको 20 लीटर मिलता है। उससे बेटी की शादी हो जाती है, घर बन जाता है, और ये सब चीज़ होता है। ये सब चीज़ करना चाहिए एज अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल कॉर्पोरेट।
फरहान सर, फिल्में भी बनती हैं ऐसे मुद्दों पे और कॉन्सर्ट्स भी होते हैं, क्या सच में ऐसे लोगों को लाभ मिल पाता है? आप किस तरीके से देखते हैं, क्योंकि आप तक ये सारी रिपोर्ट भी आती होगी ऑल ओवर इंडिया से?
नहीं, मैं आपका सवाल समझा नहीं।
जैसे विमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए या फिर उनके अच्छी सुविधाओं के लिए, शिक्षा के लिए कई चीज़ें होती हैं, लाइक अभी इनिशिएटिव से आप जुड़ते हैं, तो क्या उन्हें एक्चुअल लाभ मिल पाता है? कुछ मतलब आपके पास आंकड़े आते हैं कभी? आप
नहीं, अगर मैं पूछूंगा या मांगूंगा तो आ जाएंगे, ऐसी बात नहीं है। लेकिन जो हमारी पार्टनरशिप्स होती हैं और एसोसिएशंस होती हैं, वो ऐसे संस्थाओं के साथ होती हैं, ऐसे लोगों के साथ होती हैं जिनमें मतलब हमें विश्वास है। तो उन पर एक बैकग्राउंड चेक हम ज़रूर करते हैं, क्योंकि बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जो एनर्जी हम डालेंगे, जो एफर्ट्स हम डालेंगे, उसका फ़ायदा किसी ना किसी को मिले। तो हियर इट इज़, आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स with the Raymond Group, with Park Avenue, with Gotham himself, it's with UN Women India. These are very, very established, very, very loyal, trusted, companies, trusted people, trusted institutions, and those are the people we associate with, because there is, इसमें मतलब एक वक्त की भी बात होती है। ये मतलब एक चीज़ है जो मैं बहुत पैशनेट हूँ उसके बारे में, लेकिन मेरा एक काम भी है जो मुझे करना पड़ता है। तो आपको उन्हीं लोगों के साथ जुड़ना पड़ेगा जिनमें आप यकीन कर पाएँ। तो दैट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
हाय फरहान। फरहान, मेरा सवाल है कि क्या आपको लगता है कि बॉलीवुड में भी जेंडर इक्वालिटी की ज़रूरत है? क्योंकि हीरोइंस को या जो फीमेल एक्टर्स होती हैं उन्हें काफ़ी ऑब्जेक्टिफाई किया जाता है और बहुत तरह से डिस्क्रिमिनेशन भी होता है, उन्हें डम भी माना जाता है। आज अनुष्का ने भी एक अखबार में इंटरव्यू में कहा है, तो उन्हें बहुत ज़्यादा ऑब्जेक्टिफाई किया जाता है। दूसरा सवाल ये कि ओरिजिनली आप डायरेक्टर ही बनना चाहते थे, आपने कई फिल्में बनाई हैं, लेकिन कहीं आपको लगता है कि वो पीछे छूट गया या दोबारा आने की आप सोच रहे हैं? कब करेंगे वो डायरेक्शन?
सर, ये इतने अलग अलग सवाल हैं, इसका मैं
दो ही सवाल पूछे
हाँ,
मैंने।
नंबर एक मतलब कहाँ है और एक कहाँ है सवाल। फिर मैं पहले का जवाब दे देता हूँ। सेकंड इज़ नॉट दैट इम्पोर्टेंट राइट नाउ। जो पहला है, मेरा ये मानना है कि हर इंसान को अपने बारे में सोचने का पूरा हक है। तो अगर कोई आपसे कहे कि आप ऐसा एक रोल कीजिए जिसमें आप शायद ऑब्जेक्टिफाई हो जाएं, तो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, प्लीज़ डोंट डू इट। अगर आपको ट्रबल करने वाली है ये बात कि आई एम बीइंग ऑब्जेक्टिफाइड, यू हैव द चॉइस टू से नो। सो दैट ऑलवेज एग्जिस्ट। और उसके अलावा मतलब मेरे ख्याल से जो एक फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में एक एटमॉस्फेयर है और जो एक एनवायरनमेंट है, वो हमेशा एक्चुअली अगर आप देखने को जाएँ तो टैलेंट पे बेस्ड है। अगर लोग टैलेंटेड हैं, वो मर्द हो या औरत हो, the fact is that they will do well, they will always be appreciated, the audiences will love them, people will go to them to cast them in their film or to work with them as a director. तो वो सिर्फ बिल्कुल आपके स्किल पे डिपेंड करता है, उसका आपके जेंडर से कुछ लेना देना है नहीं। और जो पर्सनल चीज़ें हैं लोगों की, कि मुझे लग रहा है कि लोग मुझे डम समझते हैं या मैं ऑब्जेक्टिफाई हो रही हूँ, आई कांट कॉमेंट ऑन दैट बिकॉज आई एम नॉट इन दैट पर्सन शूज, बट आई डू बिलीव दैट दे हैव द राइट एंड दे हैव द चॉइस टू बी एबल टू चेंज इट देमसेल्व्स। आई डू फील दे हैव दैट। I don't have an answer really actually for this, क्योंकि this is weirdly enough it's with fans, it's a supply demand issue almost, तो I don't decide whose career is going to be long and whose career will be short. ये फैसला मैं तो नहीं करता, ये ऑडियंस डिसाइड करेगी। तो ऑडियंस को जो पसंद है लोग वो बनाते हैं, ऑडियंस को जो इंसान पसंद है उसकी फिल्में ज़्यादा बनती हैं, ज़्यादा लंबे अरसे तक बनती हैं। अब उसमें मैं कैसे कमेंट करूँ कि दे आर राइट दे आर रॉन्ग, हु एम आई टू से एनीथिंग।
ओके, जेंडर इक्वलिटी की
सर इतनी अच्छी पोएम मैंने आपको सुना यार, आप मेरे को पूछ रहे हैं व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन? यार ये अच्छी बात नहीं है, मैं दोबारा शुरू करता हूँ। नहीं,
ओके, जेंडर इक्वलिटी की अगर हम बात करें, वो तो शायद उस पर आप सब काम कर रहे हैं और काबिल तारीफ काम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी भी हिंदुस्तान में इस तरह के वाक़े आते रहते हैं, इंसिडेंट होते रहते हैं, या रेप केसेस होते रहते हैं। फरहान, आपको पर्सनली क्या लगता है, महिलाओं की वाकई में हालत सुधरी है या बद से बदतर हो गई है?
मतलब स्टैटिस्टिक्स हैं जो बताते हैं आपको कि जो सेफ्टी इश्यूज़ हैं, जो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इश्यूज़ हैं, जैसे एक्सेस टू एजुकेशन, एक्सेस टू अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ करियर, ऑफ जॉब, मैनी थिंग्स आर देयर। जैसे अभी उन्होंने आपको बताया कि जो शादी होती है 15 साल की उम्र में, एक जो परसेंटेज है बच्चियों का, तो ये सारी चीज़ें इश्यूज़ हैं। और ये हमें मतलब culturally something that has been maybe a traditional kind of thing that has been there for generations and centuries is something that we have now come to understand is not the way to be, so we have to deal with it in our generation and hopefully instill these values into generations to follow. तो ये सारी problems हैं, लेकिन they are not uniquely only Indian problems, मतलब they are problems that exist across the world. बहुत सारे देशों में across the world ऐसी issues हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ हमारे देश में होता है, तो वी शुड ओनली लुक इंटरनली. इट्स ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट टू ट्राई एंड एड्रेस दीज इशूज, मे बी क्रिएट अ ब्लूप्रिंट or create a system that works that other countries can follow, so let's be leaders in that, no? Let's get together and create a solution that countries that have similar issues like us can then say, oh, it worked in India, so why don't we try and do it here? So let's think of it in that way.
ओके, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, फरहान, अगर मैं बॉलीवुड की बात करूँ, कंपेयर टू मेल एक्टर, फीमेल एक्टर्स को कम पे किया जाता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ फीस, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? वो हालांकि वो उतनी ही फेमस, उतनी ही मशहूर होती हैं जितना एक मेल एक्टर होता है।
एक्चुअली ये सवाल उन्होंने पूछा, ये मैं जवाब उसी का वैसे ही दूंगा कि ये पर्सनल चॉइस है किसी की। मैं आपको कभी नहीं बोल सकता हूँ कि आप ये पैसे लीजिए और आप मेरा काम कीजिए, आपको हाँ कहना पड़ेगा। तो अगर आप हाँ नहीं कहेंगे तो वो काम नहीं होगा, आप नहीं कहेंगे कि मुझे कम पैसे मिल रहे हैं। तो दिस इज़ अ पर्सनल डिसीजन, आई कैन नॉट गेट इन्वॉल्व्ड इन कमेंटिंग ऑन समवन्स पर्सनल चॉइस to say what they are happy with and what they are unhappy with. I've read recently somewhere that there are many female actors, who are saying that we will want to only work now on a wage system that works even for men, and I completely support them in that. If I had to cast them and if they say that to me, that's what I will give them. But I can only speak about myself vis-a-vis casting them in a film or working with them. उनका सपोर्ट मतलब काफ़ी रहा है वैसे। जब हमने लॉन्च किया था तो मतलब शाहरुख हैं, मेरे दोस्त हैं, प्रीति थी, प्रियंका, अनुष्का, रणवीर, सबके साथ मैं उस वक्त काम भी कर रहा था, तो ऑल ऑफ देम वर सपोर्टिव. ऋतिक वाज वेरी सपोर्टिव. एवरीबडी हैड ट्वीटेड, एवरीबडी हैड फॉलोड अप विद देयर फैंस ऑन देयर सोशल पेजेस स्पीकिंग अबाउट द मैसेजिंग ऑफ मर्द. जो छूले आसमान जो गाना हमने बनाया, all of them sent it out to their fan bases. So they are very very involved. And अगर ऐसी कोई चीज़ है जो मुझे लगती है कि बहुत ज़रूरी है कि मैं चाहूँगा कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग सुने, मैं पर्सनली उन्हें मैसेज करके बोलता हूँ, so that they do it. And they've always been very very supportive every single time that I've asked them. उम्मीद तो करेंगे कि काफ़ी मिले, क्योंकि जो भी प्रॉफिट आ रहा है वो एक बहुत ही मतलब एक बहुत अच्छे कॉज में हम डाल रहे हैं. तो आई वुड होप that as many people go out buy it, because it really is, I mean, it's there's one thing that Gautam mentioned about social responsibility, which I think is very important, but I think also more than that, I mean, it really shows that somebody has a heart, and is trying to do something from their heart, and that always needs to be supported. And all the data, I guess, and all the flow of how the money will go and to which places will go and how it will be utilized, I'm assuming all of that will be there for people to see and for people to know that it's going in the right places and doing the right things.
So with this, we come towards the closure of the Q&A session. As we come towards the closure of this event, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record a heartfelt thank you to Mr. Gautam Hari Singhania for taking the time out and for actually being present for such a cause and for giving tireless support on causes that matter. Be it the JK Trust Gram Vikas Yojana or the consistent progress in the arena of schools and the rehabilitation centers. There are very few people who, even after making humongous profits, work for such causes. So a big thank you to you, sir. Yeah, you could clap on that, guys. My second vote of thanks goes to our superstar, Mr. Farhan Akhtar, for being the catalyst of change that he is and always endorsing for causes that matters. Many of you did ask him how he manages his work-life balance, but I think if he's endorsing for such causes, he will manage it well and making his presence felt for this event. A big thank you to Ms. Nishtha Satyam for working consistently on an important cause of making gender equality a reality. A big round of applause for them, guys.